about Rainbow Street.
Okay, well, thank you for the introduction, and thanks for hosting me here today. It's fun running with you all this morning. So Rainbow Street supports queer and transgender refugees who have not yet arrived in the United States. These are folks who have been stranded in the Middle East and North Africa for some time. That's where 100% of our programming takes place. So I understand there's been a tradition of supporting refugee LGBTQ folks who have come here to the Bay Area. And I see that as a really, really important partnership of the work that Rainbow Street does, because we have to be supporting folks after they arrive to find their footing here. And to us, it's really important to support folks also on the front end. So our clients are folks who've been kicked out of their homes in a part of the world where family is everything, and being violently expelled from your family can mean there's no hope for employment. There's often threats of really severe violence. So most of our beneficiaries are trans men and women. There's also a lot of gay men who've been expelled from their families in Syria, Iraq, Jordan, Lebanon, many countries. So let me back up quickly and tell you who I am. I'm Kevin Steen. I'm the founder and executive director of Rainbow Street. I've been doing this for about 5 years. Rainbow Street started originally as an informal volunteer effort to support my friends who I knew in Jordan, who was kicked out of his home by his family. He was homeless, he was under threat of his life and needed to exit the country as soon as possible for his own safety. I had studied Arabic in Jordan and gotten to know this friend at my ripe old age of 21 when I was in college, and went ahead and just found the support I could to get him into safe and stable shelter and connect him to the organizations that could help him make that migration pathway. These days he's living in the Bay Area, employed, doing so well. It's like really, really amazing to see the journey that he's made. He's a really courageous young guy. And in creating the infrastructure with local activists in the Middle East and North Africa, LGBTQ organizers in Jordan, Lebanon, Tunisia, who are doing this work at great risk to their personal lives, we decided, we are getting so much support from the Bay Area, we would love to see this work grow and support an unfortunately growing refugee population in this part of the world. So as the Trump administration has really shut down the US refugee program, we've seen a lot more people who are stuck and unable to make their final resettlement. And not only do they need the cash assistance that we provide for emergency shelter, but they need peer counseling and they need referrals to migration-related organizations, healthcare organizations, LGBTQ competent mental health support. And we now, after 5 years, we're moving from all volunteer to paid staff, and we have 20 volunteers all over the region who are helping us make this possible, and a growing network of referral organizations throughout the Middle East and North Africa. So we're excited to celebrate our 5th year anniversary in San Francisco at the SF LGBT Center on Thursday, November 21st. We'd love to see any of you all there. It'll just be a party, bring your friends, all are welcome. And we're really grateful for any support that front runners or any of you individually are able to make to this work. I know it's a difficult choice given that not only is the plight of queer and trans refugees very serious in many parts of the world, but there's so much that speaks to us. So I really appreciate your attention today, and I'm here to answer any questions that you may have about Rainbow Street and my work, or about international LGBTQ activism more largely. So thank you very much for your time.